sorry. Right.
What you've remembered today, Charlene, is going to allow you to make a complete recovery. With the shock of what happened all those years ago, it's so fresh. The anger, the shock. You have to give yourself some time.
I was so protective of Josie when she was growing up. I never let that poor child out of my sight. And then the night before we got married, when I saw her with Lucas.
It was like seeing yourself. And that's why you needed Charlie to handle the pain. To bury your worst fears for Josie. But today you handled that pain. You felt it for yourself. Without her.
My brother went through his whole life hurting people. None of us knew the terrible things that he was doing. Emma, this is gonna kill Emma. And Josie. She loved her Uncle Jason. Damn him, damn him. How could he have done the things that he did? How could I have done the things that I did? And why did I repeat them over and over again?
Charlene, you were raped as a young girl. You were taken against your will. Later on, when Charlie made men pay to be with her, it must have made her feel very powerful. Now she was in charge. There may be other incidents you remember in time. You have to prepare yourself for that. That's very important. Because these things, they usually happen before the age of 6. They start before the age of 6. I'll help you. I'll help you, and so will John.
What if I can't handle it? Will Charlie come back?
Well, we're moving closer now towards total integration. I mean, soon you're going to have all of Charlie's feelings. It may be very difficult for you to get through. But each time you do, you're going to be breaking the pattern you set up when you needed Charlie to distance yourself from whatever was happening to you. We have a long, long way to go. But look how far we've come. All of us.
I can't do this alone.
You don't have to.
This is my signature, and this is the document I signed in your husband's hotel room.
Well, thank you for verifying the document, Mr. Smith. Now I would like to ask you some questions about my husband's state of mind that night. Did he seem at all ill or pressured or confused or troubled by anything?
No, he seemed very clear about what he wanted.
I see.
Well, I don't. Mr. Smith, my father would never have left us with the burden of having to verify the information that was in that codicil. It just wasn't like him to drop a bombshell like that into the lap of his family.
Well, that's what he did, Iris. We're going to have to accept that.
Well, I don't. Are you expecting anyone else?
No.
Hello.
Jake, we're in the middle of a meeting.
Well, I'm sorry, Iris. There was nobody at your
Paulina,
desk.
why don't you come in and join us?
Rachel, are you... Oh, fine, all right. Why don't we call Hilda and the gardener and anybody else who happens to be around? Was a private meeting.
I'll wait outside. I also have a schedule of your training tapes, Iris.
Fine, I'll attend to it later. Thank you.
Paulina, I'd like you to meet Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, this is Paulina Cantrell. Mr. Smith is the attorney that drew up the codicil to Mac's will.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Smith. I'm Maria de Silva's daughter.
Look, there's one question that nobody here seems to be attending to.
What is that, Iris?
Well, all Daddy had to do was call his attorneys in Bay City and tell them of his suspicions. I mean, the same attorneys who drew up his will could have attended to the codicil.
He felt the situation was too urgent for that.
Oh, I see. Well, Mr. Smith, Could you please tell me what he talked about when you were witnessing the codicil? I mean, he must have given you some reason.
He said that he suddenly had the feeling that he had to get this information in writing. He said he didn't really understand why, but he couldn't put it off even till the next day.
Everyone loves the taste of Hellmann's real mayonnaise.
Potatoes have eyes for Hellmann's. Onions cry for Hellmann's. Lobsters squawk over celery stalks, and food loves Hellmann's.
The rich, creamy taste of Hellmann's. It makes foods you love best taste even better.
Hellmann's has the taste to love. Good food gets better. Just put it all together with the one best mayonnaise. Yes, food loves Hellmann's. So bring out the Hellmann's and bring out the best.
Introducing Hunt's Snack Pack Light Pudding. Unlike heavy snacks, it's only 100 calories, 98% fat-free, and 100% delicious. New Hunt's Snack Pack Light, because a serious subject like nutrition should be taken lightly.
Adam, I have to tell you, that fig leaf, it does nothing for you.
It's comfortable. Okay, what should I wear?
A totally different kind of brief. These ribbed whites from Fruit of the Loom.
Ribs for Adam. That's cute, Eve.
More than cute. The ribbed cotton fabric, it moves with you. It's more comfortable. It's
nice.
And the cut's trimmer.
It hugs my body better.
Most tempting thing since the apple.
Somebody say apple.
We've been America.
With our ribbed whites.
We're Fruit of the Loom.
How did we improve on Palmolive dishwashing liquid? First, we came up with 6 beautiful new designs. Then we poured everything we knew about dishwashing into them. The Palmolive Decorator Collection.
You love sausage, but they never give you any. Well, now there's Deli Snacks, the first dog snack that's not just like sausage, it is sausage. New Deli Snacks. Real sausage has gone to the dogs.
Remember the fun of that once-in-a-lifetime romance?
Eddie, it's my mom.
NBC presents another summer blockbuster, the world premiere of Flying Blind, tonight.
Sell, sell, sell. It's the name of the game. Go beyond the glamour and explore the world of sex, buys, and advertising. Tuesday at 10.
Mr. Smith, my father didn't even know about the possibility of my existence until the night that you saw him. I have searched for my parents my entire life. If you could tell me anything, I mean, anything at all that he might have said about me, it would be all that I have of him.
Miss Cantrell, I'm sorry. I read the document. But Mac didn't comment on it. He didn't seem willing to discuss it with me. And anyway, none of this is any of my business. If I had known the furor that was going to develop, I'm not sure I would have agreed to become involved.
Well, Mr. Smith, thank you very much for coming in to see us about this. If we have any further questions, may we call you?
Of course. May I say one thing?
Certainly.
Your husband obviously went through a lot of trouble to protect the idea that he had another child somewhere. Don't you think that you all owe it to him to find out for sure?
Well, that got us absolutely nowhere.
Paulina, since you're here, would you like to see the complex?
Oh, I'd love that.
All right, I'll take you. Iris?
Dear, sweet Rachel is taking that little twit on a tour of the company.
Well, that's nice, especially since she might end up with a good chunk of this company.
Listen, if she thinks that that lying little tramp is going to come anywhere near the company...
Why did you call me here, Iris?
Because I want to know what you've got on the child. That's why.
Got her foster parents' name and address?
Rachel and I found out that months
I'll
ago.
be checking on her references.
Do I care about that?
Do you want my help or don't you?
Listen, Jake. I want to know every little secret of Paulina's. I know she's working with someone, and that's what I'm paying you to find out.
Are you always so nice to your employees, or am I just the lucky one?
And that's another thing. Don't come prying around this company.
I am here on official Visions business. I just happened to bring my assistant.
The more people who see your face around here, the more people are going to connect you with me and wonder what's between us.
Iris, what's between us?
I won't be toyed with, Jake. I do not take chances. Is that clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now, why don't you get out of here and try and achieve something?
Well, there's something I'm gonna need before I can do that.
Oh, what's that?
Money.
Are you serious?
Well, haven't you ever heard anyone say if you want quality, you have to pay for it?
All the time, Jake. All the time.
Are you okay? You look okay.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. Did they hurt you?
No, not. I wasn't ever in any real danger until that Ted character showed up.
Which one was Ted?
The one with the gun. Listen to me. What I found out was that they kidnapped me by mistake. And this other life form named Eddie threw me into the catering van. And Ryan has this whole other story altogether.
Who were they after? Someone at the wedding?
I don't know. I just can't figure this damn thing out. Just kiss me again, please. I was beginning to wonder if I was ever going to do that again.
I was beginning to get a little worried about you.
All the guests have gone home, huh?
Everybody's been so helpful. Felicia, even Lucas of all people.
You know, I wonder if Ryan has caught up with that guy. He was really beginning to unravel at the end. He was blowing off so many shots, I wondered when he was going to hit something living. Oh, you haven't shaved.
Do you know how much I love you?
Yeah, I think I do. Did you feel anything different while I was gone?
I got your messages, if that's what you mean.
You did?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. A couple of times I felt things. First night that you were gone, I was looking up at the moon.
Uh-huh.
I felt this warm something. It's very hard to describe.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean I did it?
Yes.
I actually telepathically communicated with you?
Yes.
Hot damn!
Yes.
My meditation classes have really paid off.
Yes.
And you the biggest skeptic in the whole world. Oh, this is great! This is so great!
Oh, Frankie.
Yes, my sweet, open-minded love puppy.
I hated not having you with me. My little binky boo. We need to formalize this thing as soon as we possibly can.
You want to elope with me, Winthrop?
Let's discuss it telepathically.
Really blew it this time, Ted.
Ryan, I'll increase your take.
You name it, it's yours. Where's all this money that you keep promising me? I haven't seen any of it. I'll split everything I skimmed from Grant's federal campaign funds. It's a fortune, I promise. PAC contributions, too? Look, anything you want. It'll be enough. You can split this town and never look back. Yeah, it must be quite a bundle. Look, the way I distributed those funds, there's nothing left for the campaign. I mean, not that Grant needs it or anything. He buried himself without my help. Listen, I earned that money. It's mine. You are a lying, cheating fraud, Ted. What do you think you're going to do? Kill me and keep it all for yourself? Oh, no. I'd much rather see you rot away in jail for the next 20 or 30 years. Oh, no. I'm not going to jail. I'm protected, pal. Huh? If you have me busted, you're going down. Oh, I don't think so, Ted. Listen, Ryan. 15 years I busted my butt for Grant Harrison. He treats me like some kind of minor annoyance, just somebody to be tolerated. I got him elected to the Assembly. I got him elected to the House. He doesn't give me any credit. He just laughs at me behind my back with his cronies. So you stole from him. It was easy. He left everything to me. That should be enough, huh, boys? Yeah, stakeout's over. Come and get him.
My hair is so boring.
No.
It's just boring.
You're too hard on yourself. Why do you say that?
Your hair is really great.
You're too much. What is this, lunch?
What do you use? Some wonderful conditioner or something?
I use Suave.
Teenage teddy bear.
Oh.
Suave? You're kidding. And I'm after buying the most expensive one.
We've all been there.
You really like the way Suave works?
Bet.
Suave, when you know beautiful hair doesn't have to cost a fortune.
Introducing the best news for ice cream lovers since ice cream began. New Simple Pleasures. It's everything you love about ice cream, but no fat. New Simple Pleasures is unbelievably rich, incredibly creamy, and absolutely delicious. Because New Simple Pleasures is made with all-natural Simpless instead of fat. New, delicious, all-natural Simple Pleasures. There's never been an ice cream like it. Don't make a big fat mistake. Don't cook wholesome food in butter, margarine, or oil. Use Pam cooking spray instead. You can save 90% of the fat and calories. No mistake about it.
Nurse, can I get you something?
Nothing, honey.
We don't have time for these little games, Mr. Edwards.
Kellogg's Nut and Honey.
No, you nurse.
Crunch.
I need to get some fresh air.
Shall I come with you?
Where is she now?
Who?
Charlie. Why isn't she coming out now?
Charlene, you're being able to deal with those problems on your own now. You don't need her help anymore.
What if the memories are worse? What if this is just the beginning and I've blocked the others because there's so much worse?
You're right. You're right. There may be more. But you're going to get through them. We've made it this far, haven't we?
Do you know that ever since I started therapy, I have learned one horrible thing after another about my life, and then I come home and I see your face. And you love me. No questions asked. I have not had a whole lot of happiness in my life. First there was Josie, And then there was you.
Thank you for showing me around.
I enjoyed it.
And it meant a lot to me that you asked me to stay to meet that attorney.
We all want to know the truth, Paulina, just as much as you do.
Yeah, well, I don't think that Iris will be willing to accept me no matter what proof we come up with.
She may have no choice.
Seeing this place, I'm just so proud to be his daughter.
Yes, well?
I know you're not quite sure of me yet, but I hope that someday you'll come to believe in me.
I hope so, too.
You do?
Sit down, Paulina. Your revelations to my family were quite a shock to us. More so because we had let you into our home without knowing why you were really there.
I know. I never meant to hurt you.
But you did. It hurt a lot, knowing there was a whole part of my husband's life I knew nothing about.
The relationship he had with my mother upsets you.
You know it does. Mac and I were married a long time. We were very close. I didn't think that there was anything we didn't know about each other. It was quite a shock to know I was wrong. But apparently Mac had quite a shock finding out that he may have fathered another child. The codicil indicates that he wanted to find out the truth, and we will do that. And in doing that, maybe that will help us to cope with the shock and the hurt. I'm hoping it will.
Well, did you two have a nice little tour?
Yes, very nice.
Good.
But I should be getting back to the office. Jake and I just came by to drop off those schedule. Kind of deserted him.
Ciao.
Thanks again.
I'll see you, Paulina.
Well, did little Paulina find that the inner workings of the company were to her satisfaction?
You seem very interested. Oh, I'll bet. Iris, she just may be Mac's daughter. Don't you think you better start preparing yourself?
Rachel, I was wondering if maybe you're free for dinner this evening.
Excuse me?
Well, I just feel terrible about losing my temper with you,
Oh,
Eileen.
Iris,
So
it's
could you
fine.
please come for dinner about 7?
Who's cooking?
Well, not me.
Fine. I'll be there.
Wonderful.
Excuse me, Iris. I have a meeting. I'll see you later. Thank you.
Wendy, could you find Ken Jordan's number for me? Thank you. Ken, Iris Wheeler. Oh, fine, thank you. I was just wondering, are you free for dinner this evening? Well, because I thought we might discuss your expedition and do a series in Brava. Oh, 6:30 is perfect. Thank you. Bye.
We got every word on tape.
We should get a conviction out of this one.
You haven't heard the last of me, Ryan.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
You're not going to get away with this. Neither will Grant.
Well, I think I did a pretty good job on that one, don't you?
Yeah. I just spoke to headquarters.
Oh, yeah? They want to buy me a dinner, right?
Chief wants your hide.
What? I just delivered Ted Breyer. He should be kissing my feet.
If you still have your badge by 5 o'clock, I'll eat my hat. Good luck, kid.
Oh, you feel so good, Frankie. Even better than I remember.
Is that a compliment?
I missed you. Do you have any idea how much I missed you?
I never stopped thinking about you. Every time I looked down at my dress, I would think of how handsome you looked standing at the altar in your wedding outfit. You didn't think I ditched you, did you?
Not for a second.
I was beginning to think I would never see you again. And I was never really afraid of those guys, but the one thing I was afraid of was that if they did hurt me and I never saw you again, I would never get a chance to tell you what you really mean to me. You are the only man I have ever loved, Cass. Did I tell you that?
No.
It's true.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I never thought I would find someone to love.
I love you so much, Frankie. Don't ever forget that. Not yet. Okay. I think there's something that we have to do as soon as humanly possible.
I need a shower, don't I?
A great mystery. Father, Son, Earth Mother, give thanks for all you've given.
What's going on?
An incantation. Native Americans believe there's a spiritual energy here.
Do you?
Well, I am intrigued with mystic places from some of my reading. How about you? Have you had a
Ben
chance to
Randall
read it?
talking about Time Life's captivating series, Mysteries of the Unknown.
Mystic places. Not my thing, but it looks like you're into it.
I'm beginning to think there are special powers at these mystic places.
Places like Mystic Connecticut, Mystic Georgia.
I'm talking a lot closer, like the Arizona-California desert.
What's mystic about that?
Read the book. Read what was found there. Incredible giant figures like the 500-year-old Mojave twins.
Why were they drawn?
Read the book. And what about the Bermuda Triangle?
That's right. A pilot we know once had a wild experience there.
Yeah? Anything like Bruce Gernan's? First, he was enveloped by a mysterious cigar-shaped cloud. Then the paranormal experiences really started.
Like what?
Read the book. Read about the strange voyage of Cleopatra's Needle, a 68-foot pillar dedicated to the sun gods.
What happened?
Read the book.
Read Mystic Places. It's yours free for 10 days. Keep it and other volumes will follow, one about every other month, including Psychic Powers, then Psychic Voyages, and Dreams and Dreaming. Each is an unbiased presentation, so you can draw your own conclusions.
I'm getting psyched up about this psychic business.
Then why not get tickets for the Sacred Earth tour?
Oh, we'll get the tickets. And the books.
To order your first book, Mystic Places, call 1-800-572-6500. Examine it for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $12.99 plus shipping and handling. Other books will follow, one about every other month. Keep only the ones you want. Cancel anytime. Call 1-800-572-6500.
Celebrating a decade of achievement. This is CNN.
Good evening. The savings and loan crisis is being called the worst financial disaster since the Depression.